For about 6 months, critical decisions on environment in Nigeria were taken by the former Permanent Secretary, Nana Fatima Mede. She acknowledged the gap in managing Nigeria's huge waste deposit as the country still has no policy on waste management. A new minister has arrived, Amina Mohammed. Waste management will be among several environmental problems she will need to address. Others are the oil spill and gas flaring in the Niger Delta that has put the health of people at risk, erosion in the southeast, which is daily taking over homes, as well as the encroaching desert in northern Nigeria that has compelled millions of people to flee their homes to greener areas for survival.
Some part of the northwestern and northeastern part of the country where you have drought, where you have desertification, a lot of resources and attention should be paid in the regeneration of those particular bare environment. Of course, that's not to say that you will not have some dire problems of erosion. So those are going to be treated based on priorities, but you don't give the same priority in those areas as you'll give in the southeast, and that has been the problem.
In the last 3 years, there has been a seeming decline in civil society engagement on environment issues, a situation which many blame for lack of transparency in policies and their implementation. One of such is the felling of trees for firewood through the Clean Cooking Stove initiative, which cost 9.2 billion naira but failed to achieve its objective of empowering rural women.
We hope and we expect that the new minister would ensure that we have a framework that empowers civil society group and brings together the media and, most importantly, the private sector. Because in the past we've not seen a situation where we're able to unite both the private and the public sector. So we want to see that collaboration where there is dialogue between government and private sector so that we don't have to invest huge amounts for intervention.
The amount of gas that we flare, if you were to sell it on the open market, you will get about $2 billion, about over 400 billion naira every year.
The minister will also be expected to evaluate the recent report of the Amnesty International, which indicts the Nigerian Oil Spill Detection and Response Agency, an agency under the Ministry for undue certification of Shell for polluted sites they claim to have cleaned, an allegation the agency has denied. Amina Mohammed is also expected to take seriously the issue of environmental impact assessment. The new minister has 5 agencies to work with and watch, and she's expected to bring to bear her wealth of experience in social development. Having worked with 3 Nigerian presidents in different capacities and the United Nations Secretary General, Ban Ki-moon.
There is a time for this, there's a time frame. And in that time frame, we have to deliver the dividends of this administration to our people. The economy matters, and certainly the environment is central. So with sustainable development that you've all heard about, I'm sure, the environment is a critical part of that.
Remember that political appointees have no patience because time is not on their side. It's a common saying in this country that government job not a finish, but somebody with a mandate, with a responsibility to discharge, will have a time.
The country's got environmental issues everywhere. There is no one part of this country that is devoid of the challenges that we have. And what we need to do is to find the resources, those that we have, try to leverage the resources that are within the country, in the other 2 tiers of government, the resources that are outside the borders of Nigeria to make sure that we make a considerable impact.